Are you ready?
You're listening to DJ Ozzy.
Would you believe me when I tell you, you are the queen of my heart? Please don't deceive me when I hurt you, just ain't the way it seems. Can you feel my love, bud? Can you feel my love, bud? Can you feel my love, bud? Can you feel my love?
You ready for a fun show tonight?
Hello.
Hey. Yeah, we're gonna rock this out. Hello, everybody. Thanks for dropping in.
Yep. We're doing something a bit different than normal. Rather than going after creationists tonight, we are talking about cryptids because there's a lot of really neat cryptids out there in the wide world. And yeah, we actually have some from all over the world here. So the way this is going to work, we have a fairly simple chart here. We're going to be ranking each cryptid based first on how plausible it is. So, like, could this be a real living thing in the world? And second is, just how cool it is. Some of these are pretty cool, some of them are pretty bland.
Yeah.
Some are kind of a mix of the two.
You're gonna have a hard time convincing me any of them aren't cool, but we'll see what happens.
Well, we can give it a shot.
Mm-hmm.
And rankings go anywhere from -5 to 5.
Worst to best.
Yep. And to choose things, so it's not just in a set, predictable order, we have a wheel to spin.
Yay!
So, yeah, we are going to spin the, well, that should have an S. We're going to spin the cryptids wheel to determine what we're covering.
Potato.
Yeah, close enough. So, I guess...
Turn my audio up again. I'm not going to have audio issues again this week.
Uh-oh.
Oh, dear. Well, unless anyone has anything else they want to go over, I feel we can get started.
Spin the colors.
Spin the wheel.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, Mokele Umbembe.
Huh?
Yeah, this is going to require some visuals.
The Congo dinosaur. Yeah.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
A dinosaur from the Congo that appears to have been, at least from what I know, made up entirely to grift money off of young Earth creationists.
Yes, that is the truth.
Well, it's fairly simple, at least. It's a small to medium-sized sauropod that's said to inhabit the jungles and rivers of the Congo.
So it's Sparky.
Sparky?
Sparky. Is that just a Midwestern thing?
I don't know who that is.
Gas station.
Sparky?
Sparky, He's a small little green dinosaur.
You mean the Sinclair dinosaur?
Yeah, Sparky.
Didn't know
I
his
didn't
name was
know.
Sparky.
I didn't know
I
his
call
name
it
was
Sparky.
Sparky.
I call it Sparky.
Well, I guess maybe.
Because there's a few of the gas stations that are just called Sparkies, and it kind of stuck. I don't care if they call it
Ooh,
Sinclair.
here we can go with some old paleo art to represent it. It's nice. But
Yeah.
it's a
That
pretty
picture-
So-
simple cryptid, but I feel it has some promise. So how do we feel with this one?
Well, I don't believe. I think that
It's not real anymore.
the
If it was.
it's well, the thing is, I don't even think it's based on a dinosaur, right? I think that it's probably based around a some other kind of animal, like the okapi
Oh,
was.
well, I mean, I feel if there is a real Michaelium Bembe, it's probably just an elephant
Yeah,
or something like that.
that's yeah. I'm
Right.
with you there, but as
But we're going with like the cryptid Michaelium Bembe, so full on sauropod.
yeah, the possibility of a sauropod existing into modern day, I give 0, like no chance.
Yeah.
So wait, 0 or -5?
No.
I'm going with -5 on the plausibility. You all can.
Then how far up in coolness do we go? It's not 5.
I mean, I would feel like a -1 for plausibility because like sauropods did exist, but existed.
Mm.
Well,
like here for plausibility. How about coolness? I mean, it is a sauropod.
yeah, but it's not like a flying creature with glowing red eyes and stuff. Cool. I mean,
No, it's much lower.
Maybe like a -2.
yeah, that's a good place to
Yeah.
start too.
All right. So Michaelium Bembe. Oh dear, that just a second. Send to back. There we go.
Did you fix it?
Looks like it.
Hypothetically. So Michaelium Bembe gets a very very celebrated -3, -2.
Yeah.
It started out strong.
Whoa. Yep.
Oh dear. Well, at least that means we get to spin again.
Let me just say hi to everybody before we get the next one. I got some
Oh,
cool people in my.
Just close it.
Oh no, we're good. We got Naga.
well, it already spinned.
Yeah, you're
It
good.
already it was already spinning.
I just wanted to
Shush.
I just wanted to say hi to everybody. Hi, Vandalia and Orgay, and look at the trees, and Kentucky Atheist and Aunt Jur. Good to see everybody. Yeah, I don't got yours pulled up, but that's who I got in my side chat right now. I guess yours is probably in the comments.
I got
yeah.
Beamsy, Sydney Raptor, Maya, a few others.
Yeah. Hey everybody. Yep, I see
Hello,
everybody
hello,
up there
hello.
too. Yep. All right. So a Naga.
Mm-hmm. So for those unfamiliar, Naga are snake people.
Mm-hmm.
As in, they are half snake and they are half people. They
Like,
are I think they're a fairly common mythical creature in like a lot of East Asian folklore.
Yeah. And if you Google D&D Naga too, like it's first edition onward
Yeah.
in there too. Those are less nice. those are much scarier than just the typical cryptid Naga.
I've played one in a D&D campaign. It was fun.
Yeah.
You played one.
Do I?
played one.
Oh yeah, you're weird and play 5th edition.
Don't Naga in D&D have fire powers? Isn't that part of their
I think
their
that depends.
magecraft?
I think they're mostly just associated with poisons.
Oh, I thought they were. I don't know what gave me the impression they were fire spirits.
I mean, I know in World of Warcraft, they're associated with lightning
Yeah.
for some
That
reason.
doesn't make
Yeah,
any sense.
what I'm thinking of is in Diablo, in the Sanctuary series, the Naga there's Nagas are a type of or the fire type of snake people, I guess is where I get that from in my brain.
Okay. Well, I mean, I feel like this is the opposite for coolness for Michaela and Pepe. Like, it's a snake person. That's neat. You know,
No, that's
it's a neat
they're,
creature.
they're cool.
Yeah,
Not plausible, but cool.
anything that's half human is going to rank higher to me, just because it gives it the higher probability of like intelligence and stuff. So that's always going to be kind of cooler.
Maybe it says something about the human spirit.
Yeah. So I'm going to give a Naga at least for the cool factor. Yeah.
Feel at least a 3 or a 4 on cool factor. Like,
Yes.
they're pretty neat.
Yeah, definitely 3
but
at
for
least.
plausibility, though,
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
For plausibilities of all the way back.
like
All
about the
way.
same as a dinosaur surviving to the present.
Yeah. Probably even a
That
little
is
bit
amazing.
less.
Maybe all the way to the 5 for the fantasy
Yeah.
creature.
Yeah, something
There-
with
You haven't.
Oof,
Man,
harsh.
you haven't
You
seen
know-
the first edition.
You know what though?
drawings.
I have a proposition though that at some point in the future we may be able to merge snake and human DNA and make hybrids.
May, but not should.
I feel that can move it up a number.
All right. Yes, it would be cool, but also the implications of it happening not good.
And we can discuss that with every hybrid on this list too, because there'll be a
Oh,
point in
boy.
time where
That's
we can
true.
make
Yeah.
we'll be able to make a lot of these things artificially.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean also like we can always move stuff around
Well, yes.
later
yes.
too.
Yes. What button makes them in spiel?
We got Doc
you
and
click it.
Kiki.
Oh.
We're gay. That's who we have.
Or control enter.
All right.
The
Spin.
and we're spinning. Ooh, the Mongolian death worm.
You know what?
Oh, I don't think I want to see this one. I don't know this
Ooh.
one.
Is this one you're familiar with, Bree?
Yeah. So folklore.
Oh, that was lovely.
There's
Like actual folklore.
yeah. It's supposed to like have a deadly venom that kills you instantly, and it kind of lives under the sand like the trimmers from for the graboids from the Trimmer movies.
I think it is the inspiration for the Tremors worms.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What's
it's
it supposed to be?
it's a small blood red. Well, actually, for a worm, it's a huge blood red worm that lives underground. And when something walks above it, it feels the tremors, and it comes up to the surface and spits venom at them to kill it. And then
Oh.
it slowly eats them in the middle of the
Oh.
desert.
Yeah,
Oh.
it burrows up
Ew.
inside of them. It's probably from people seeing intestines moving with desert life devouring like a dead camel or something. They like saw it and they're like, "Oh, look, the intestine.
Yeah.
The intestine is a giant worm," and it killed it
Could
with
be,
its
and, like,
venom.
Like I feel it also just kind of preys on a instinctual fear for people. Like, oh, something underground, you can't see it coming, and as soon as you do see it, it kills you.
The evil intestine.
Like
spits venom.
it's horrifying.
Now there are.
New nightmare fuel.
Now we need to. I guess while we're talking about this, we need to bring up like polychaete worms and what's the big nasty ones that get up in the aquariums? Oh man, they got wicked jaws. Bobbit worms. Pull up bobbit worms.
Ooh, yeah, bobbit worms.
What are bobbit worms?
They're predatory worms.
Wait, these are real?
Yes.
Oh god.
Yeah, they look
Oh
horrific.
no.
I mean, honestly, like I feel on the plausibility, it's actually pretty high.
Yeah.
Because
Like,
it is a poisonous worm.
yeah,
Absolutely not cool though.
and if we're gonna find something
No?
that exists,
No, it's terrifying.
we're gonna find something like this that if something existed, it'd be more likely to be an invertebrate than a vertebrate, right? Or a some type of invertebrate. So definitely on the more plausible
Probably.
side. Now,
Yeah.
I feel it's pretty cool. What do you think, Bree?
well, it's
Yeah.
at least a 1 on this cool scale.
I feel it's like a 3.
No, it does not deserve a 3.
Mm,
It is
How-
more scary
how
than
about,
it is cool.
How about here? Like about a 1.
The venom is pretty cool though. The venom is
Yeah.
pretty awesome. So I'm not gonna.
Oh no, Beamsy sent me something on Discord.
We're gonna be looking at yeah, it's like the sarlacc except for a lot smaller.
Yeah.
The sarlacc at least doesn't move around. The sarlacc
Yeah.
can be avoided.
Beamsy sent a picture of a giant earthworm to a chat we have.
Oh
Lovely.
yeah. This
Love.
scientist that I did an interview with a long time ago, she lives in Ecuador where they have the big giant worms that are big as around as a beer can and like 4 foot long, the big earthworms like that. And she says you can feel the bristle on them. It's crazy. They have CETA.
No. No.
You see, one of you loves creepy crawlies, the other hates them.
I despise it.
Oh, they're so cute though. Oh, I
no,
got a
nah.
I got a $2 super chat. Yay!
Ooh.
What about the best cryptid? Bug free code. That's a cryptid. Yeah. Do we have any bugs on the list? Yeah. Well, Mothman's kind of a bug.
Well, I mean, the Mongolian
got-
death worm is. Well, I guess
You
it's
don't
not
got
a bug.
you don't got Jabba Fofi on here.
Truth be told, I couldn't find many invertebrate ones.
Yeah. Well, I have some.
But I mean, to be
thoughts
fair,
on-
insects are already freaky enough.
Yeah, they don't need help,
Oh boy.
especially spiders.
Oh well. Shall we spin the wheel again?
Spin away.
Oh. Ooh,
British
the
Panther.
British Panther. So this is a lesser known one. Starting in the 80s and 90s, there were rumors of big cats and big cat attacks in England. And
there-
it led some people to believe there might be a hidden resident population of big cats.
And here I'm going to interject to say I am going to call this 100% real. They've shot and collected many of these big British big cats because, like you mentioned, in the 70s and 80s, this stuff started happening, right? But we also got to remember that it was in 1967 and 1972 there were these two acts that were passed about exotic wildlife in the UK. I think those are the right years. If somebody wants to correct me if I'm wrong about the years on that, anyway. But all these people, all these royal families and rich old money people had these menageries instead of paying to get the licensing and refurbishing their menagerie garden to be up to code or whatever. They just released the stuff into the wild, and there was a lot of these rich people had big cats as a sign or as a sign of their prowess and their nobility, and they released them into the wild. A lot of leopards and cougars mostly are the ones that managed to eke out an existence, and so for the next 15 years, randomly throughout British history, they were shooting these big cats in the wild. There were lynxes and bobcats too. It's all sorts of exotics. But
Just strolling down the street, and all of a sudden, there's a tiger.
I can agree.
Oh,
Definitely. Yeah, like 100%. Like
100%
someone
real.
released a big cat in
which
Britain.
is totally not cool. So I'm gonna put
No.
that very real and very
Oh,
uncool.
Well, that's not cool, but big cats are cool, and this is about the
Yeah,
cryptids,
a
not the.
poor. I
Yeah.
do feel. I feel bad for a big cat that's trying to eke out an existence in the UK. That's not what big cat
Yeah.
could
Not
survive
fun.
there. Yeah,
All it's got to eat is sheep.
yeah.
The
But
occasional American tourist.
I wonder, like American
Yeah.
Werewolf
Yeah.
or in London and stuff. That was based on big cat attacks.
I guess maybe do we feel below or above the death worm?
And cool factor
Yeah.
or plausibility.
Well, plausibility is a 5.
All the way
Yeah.
to the right.
Yeah.
I feel maybe just below the death worm.
Yeah.
Okay, I can give in to that. Yeah.
All right. In that case, we're ready for another spin.
Yeah, I pushed the button.
Of course. Ooh, the
boy.
Jersey Devil.
Ooh. So there's folklore with this
Good.
one too.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Let me see. Let me see if I can find the actual like story because
Mother leads and her 13 children. Oh yeah, there's
uh-huh.
folklore.
That's terrible. That's an
But,
interesting drawing.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and read it from Wikipedia.
Okay.
Mother leads 13th child. According to popular folklore,
Oh, just read
the
it.
Jersey Devil originated with a Pine Barrens resident named Jane Leeds, known as Mother Leeds. The legend states that Mother Leeds had 12 children, and after discovering she was pregnant for the 13th time, cursed the child in frustration, declaring that the child would be the devil. In 1735, Mother Leeds was in labor on a stormy night while her friends were gathered round her. It was born as a normal child, but it soon transformed into a creature with hooves, a goat's head, bat wings, and a forked tail. Growling and screaming, the child flew up the chimney and into the night.
And then went on to haunt Pine Barrens of New Jersey ever since, right?
Yep, and apparently caused a short-lived reign of terror in a small town nearby.
I didn't realize it was that old.
Yeah.
1911 was a big string of sightings, too. That's where these drawings come from. Was it 1911? I think with this one.
Yeah, it's a neat story, I feel, but I gotta give it really bad plausibility.
Right. I don't like because this is like supernatural origins. Not. I don't believe in anything supernatural. I don't think there's any. So I'd put this like. I kind of feel like this bumps up the the plausibility on the Naga putting this.
I mean, that's fair. Like, my position on the supernatural is until it's demonstrated to exist beyond reasonable doubt, I don't believe in it. But I could be convinced.
Yeah.
And,
This
like,
one's-
seeing something like that
yeah.
happen in front of me
That'd
would
be
probably
different.
convince me.
But from a story standpoint, that is pretty extreme.
Yeah. So, unfortunately,
Yeah.
maybe a 4 or even 5 on plausibility. But then how about cool factor? I feel it's pretty.
It is pretty cool. It's like a hybrid of multiple creatures, right? It's a goat.
Plus, it's an old legend with a neat origin story.
4 is fine. 4 is
Yeah?
fine. I don't think it deserves a 5, but 4.
That's fair.
Yeah.
So cool, but implausible.
Right.
Sad. Well, let's see what next.
What's next? Let's do it.
Da-da-da-da.
Good man.
Ooh, the Goat Man. Now, there's
we
a...
didn't see the wheel, guys.
Huh? Oh, whoops. Sorry, I forgot to share the tab.
It's okay.
Too many tabs.
But,
Too
I'm
many.
sorry.
all right, Goat Man. Goat Man. Okay. Well, there's a couple of Goat Men though. Do you know which one this is?
This is just kind of like a general Goat Man.
There was one in
And there's a
Texas.
particular picture I have to share for this one.
Well, one looks like Bigfoot with horns, and then the other one is actually like a goat man with an axe and like clothes. So they're two very different cryptids that are both called the Goat Man.
So I think the one that came
Maybe
to
they're
mind
cousins.
when I went through a few lists. The one that came to mind was one that was featured on a show on the History Channel called Monster Quest,
Okay.
Oh. Oh.
which was a
Oh, man.
super cheesy early mid 2000s show on the History Channel.
Oh, sweetie, I
where they
live for
talked
Monster
about
Quest.
cryptids.
I live
Yeah,
for Monster
well,
Quest.
I'm just saying for anyone who doesn't know.
Oh no, I know
Like,
it.
they-
I avoided it.
They
And,
talked about a whole bunch of cryptids, and it was
Did you
fun.
did you ever
It was
watch
easy,
Lost
but it was-
Tapes?
No.
I watched it on YouTube. I never saw it on
Yeah.
TV.
I like Lost Tapes
guessing
and
that's in there.
Monster Quest and all that. I like the cheesy supernatural stuff.
They're cheesy, but they're fun, and
Yeah.
they actually do tell you about some interesting creatures. Like they sometimes cover interesting
They-
pieces of folklore.
I'm
I
fine with
wouldn't-
learning folklore. I just don't want to watch the cheesy show.
That inspired my the main segment on my channel, the Cryptic Corner. It's all based around the stuff that I grew up with that stuff, and had Mysteries of the Unexplained books in the house and all that good stuff. It was really part of my
Same.
upbringing.
Yeah, I was really into cryptids growing up.
Yeah. Yeah, me too.
But,
Let's
anyway,
rank this Goat Man. It's
do
hot.
we want to?
Look how
Do we
hot
want to
it
share the
is.
story?
Bree, that is not. No, bad Bree, bunk.
No, I'm talking about the temperature. It's 87 degrees.
Sure.
Sure.
You can't, and that's the funny thing is since the way I got this display set up, my people can't even see the temperature, so they just think I was talking about the Goat Man being sexy.
Oh dear. Well, at any rate, real quick, the short version, there was a story they shared on the episode about it
Mm-hmm.
where, like, a bunch of... Actually, maybe it was a Lost Tapes episode.
Either way,
Either way, bunch of kids out in the middle of the woods,
of course,
dark night,
of course.
camping near this huge abandoned train bridge.
Oh, that's a brilliant idea.
And that night they started hearing a lot of clanging and screams coming from the direction of the train bridge.
Oh, that's
And
fun.
then something attacked their camp.
Of course.
A tall man with a goat head and goat feet wielding a hand axe.
Okay, that's the axe guy. Yes, that's the cool
Yep.
one. The other one's just a Bigfoot with goat horns. That's from like the upper Midwest, I think like Pennsylvania or something. But the one in Texas has an axe. Fucking the Goat Man with an axe is way cooler. That is like
think
top
that's
tier
Virginia,
on coolness.
But yeah.
Either way, maybe they're cousins.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, well.
Well,
Anyway, a Goat Man with an axe ranks really high on the coolness and really low on the probability for me.
Yeah.
I can agree. Maybe not. Maybe. Yeah,
It's
maybe
not
a
as
little
cool
less
as the
than-
Jersey Devil because the Jersey Devil is basically the Goat Man with horn or with wings. So
How do we feel about here?
yeah,
Like
that
less
works.
cool, but more plausible than the Jersey Devil.
We got a strange humanoid cluster going on out in the upper left. Interesting.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for this entire white void to be filled.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
All right. Well, we have the Goatman. Let's just see what we have next. Mermaids! And I-
Now, which mermaids are we talking about?
Oh,
Depends.
mermaids.
Because I could
Did-
add to this.
Did you ever see a quote unquote documentary called Mermaids the Body Found?
Yes.
I've heard of it.
Hmm.
I haven't watched it for a reason.
They approached the topic of mermaids like it was like, they exist and like how they could have evolved.
Uh-huh.
It was about the so there was this fad in the early late 1900s, early 20th century of taking monkeys and fish and blending them together in taxidermy and selling them, and they were called Fiji mermaids, and they put them on display at like menageries and stuff, and that's what this is based on, I think.
That's creepy.
Oh yeah, and they had a segment with like prehistoric apes, and they all had really weird drawn back lips for some reason.
Saltwater,
Like they were
probably.
dried cadavers. And yeah, the CGI was questionable at times.
Yeah.
They look like the
Yeah,
sea
but most
monkeys.
most
on the
small budget
package.
CGI is.
Honestly, yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know, like half fish or at least like a ape that returned to the sea. Depending on if we want to go with
Let's-
half fish or just evolved ape, I feel that shifts the plausibility.
Well,
There's
so
also the other
The other?
another one. Do you not know?
No.
It happens after women are thrown overboard.
Is it like a ghostly thing?
No, they like transform or are taken in by the other ones, and
Is that
Oh,
like a
it's
legend?
yeah,
magical.
that's like folklore
Okay.
stuff.
And then we got to think about the scientific explanation that they give for mermaid sightings, and which is the manatees, because manatees have lady tits. So, yeah. So manatees exist, and they do have voluptuous big boobies.
I'm sorry, that's not a phrase I think I was gonna hear tonight.
Yeah.
Okay, let me pull up the big titty copy pasta.
Oh my!
Guys.
I am calm. I am calm.
Let's see. Mermaids would have to be more like humanoids evolved into something like a manatee. Like if humans, if an ape followed the manatee's like path from like a more ethereum to a manatee, that'd be kind of interesting.
Oh,
What do
don't
you
mind
got?
me. I'm torturing Kiki with pictures.
Of manatee
if-
boobs?
No,
I
a meme.
Oh.
Sorry.
Focus.
Yeah. So, yeah, I guess if we do want to go with like mermaids as an evolved mammal, like I feel they're not. I don't think they're
Not as-
impossible.
But not very, no.
I don't
This
think
is
they've
great.
ever existed, though. I mean,
No.
Yeah. But like they could evolve, is my thinking.
yeah,
Maybe a -1 or -2.
Two.
-2.
Two.
yeah, that works.
Right,
What
then how about cool factor?
That depends.
Magical mermaids are a lot cooler than evolved ape mermaids, right? Like what she was talking about, women thrown overboard that turn into mermaids. That's freaking lit. But
Yeah, and that's like the watered down bit.
Maybe like a 1 or a 2? Like on the cooler side, but not like
yeah, it's got to be up there by that humanoid
Yeah.
cluster. It really does. They do belong up there.
we really are filling out the white bit.
Spins the wheel.
Oh dear.
I cannot see the wheel.
Sharing. Whoops.
Mapinguari.
Ooh, the Mapinguari. Are either of you familiar with this thing?
No.
It's a dinosaur, isn't it? No, wait. This is the South American creature with the mouth on its belly, and oh my gosh, yeah, I know this one. Yes, the sloth.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yep, it's like a giant ground sloth, but with a mouth in its belly, and it has a cyclops eye.
yeah.
They're
This feels like Dark Souls stuff.
honestly, it could be a Dark Souls enemy.
I don't
The
believe
the
in.
fire giant. In Elden Ring.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, does it get points for maybe inspiring an Elden Ring boss?
Cool points for sure. But as far as being a creature with a mouth on its stomach, I don't think that's very plausible. At least not something that. Well,
No.
Yeah, it like
Not in the
no,
way it's shown. No.
no. The only other animals I can think that have something like that are invertebrates, like a shellf or not shellfish, like octopi and
well.
squids.
So I was thinking
Yeah.
a frog mouth, the birds. You know what I'm talking about? Like
I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
yeah, they kind of look like they have because half their body is mouth. But yeah, as far as
Yeah, a lot of these depict it with teeth.
yeah. Like it. I feel it's a cool idea, but I just don't think it's that possible.
yeah,
Like it's a terrifying visual, honestly, but just
yeah,
It is
but
more scary than it is
plausibility
cool.
not there.
like
I feel this.
a
Go ahead.
ground sloth with a birth defect. Um,
Really weird birth defect.
yeah.
Oh, and
I
Yeah,
mean, but not they wouldn't have to find it alive though. Like, but they could find a miscarried baby of a ground sloth
maybe.
and be
And
like, oh,
for anyone who
he's
doesn't, or well, just for anyone who's not familiar with Elden Ring, this is the boss that I think was possibly inspired by it.
yeah.
The
Look at that
fire
man.
giant.
He's got a beard for a bush too. Oh my
Giant.
gosh.
Yeah,
Um.
And
I
it
guess that's.
spits fire.
Oh wow! That from its belly mouth. Or
Yeah.
from its...
yeah.
Yes.
So
Oh, that's so cool.
In lore, that's like the manifestation of its god that it accepted into its body.
That's so cool. I like that.
Like it'll sacrifice parts of its body to the mouth for power throughout the fight. It's actually really freaking cool.
Yeah. Much cooler than this thing, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, that's fair.
So what if it's a? But my theory that if it is plausible that it could be a miscarried, not just a sloth, maybe any kind of primate that would look like or an anteater.
Maybe. Though I would kind of
Still a
push for
stretch.
I would kind of push for a giant ground sloth because we know those were in South America.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, those guys.
Well, there were
So I don't-
anteaters and primates in South America too, though. I mean,
Yeah.
True.
not giant ones though.
So
I don't feel like it's that cool.
you know,
No.
what do you think, Bree?
I feel like again it looks like it has a more defective than effective as far as its anatomy. I just don't think it functions.
Yeah.
So I'm
Yeah,
gonna
I'm
say
feeling it's pretty far left.
yeah. It would something couldn't built like that. I just don't see how there's so many things about having a big mouth on your stomach like that that's gonna cause
There's a lot of issues.
yeah. Oh yeah, goodness.
Zoom in a
Sure.
bit more.
That's better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Does that look like a good place then?
Yeah.
-4-0.
Yeah.
All right. Well, in that case, we can once again.
Button. Oh, it didn't work.
You failed.
No. Come on. There we go. I just want to push the button. Oh,
Dover Demon.
Dover Demon.
hello.
The moose fetus. I just was
Moose
just talking
fetus?
about fetuses.
I'm sorry, what?
The Dover demon is that's the theory is that it was
I haven't heard it called.
a moose fetus that was
From Dover, Massachusetts?
yeah, that was the theory.
Moose aren't from Massachusetts.
They're from Massachusetts.
But anyway, the Dover demon is supposed to be an alien or creature from another dimension that popped into ours and then popped out. It doesn't have a mouth. It has 2 glowing eyes, and it has really weird proportions.
It's kind of like a melon head.
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah. But it's white too, so it like really stands out in the some people say it glows,
Oh yeah, like
but
white or gray.
mm-hmm.
I've seen those colors a lot, yeah.
Dover demon.
Like it's funky.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say pretty low on both cool and plausibility. Like not plausible.
Kiki
Yeah.
doesn't like the Dover demon.
No, I do not.
Do you want to?
Do you want to?
What if it touched your face?
No. All the way down. All the way down. Finish it to the corner. Nope. All the way.
Does the Dover demon
All the way.
banished?
Yes.
Uh,
All the way.
What do you think, Bree? Banishment?
Yeah, I'll give her this one. We gotta have something in the extremes here, so she can freak
Yeah,
about the Dover demon. Was it because it touched your face?
Yeah, that kind of.
Push it over the edge. Those long
creepy
fingers.
crawlies.
Yeah.
No,
right.
stop talking. Stop.
Let's
And it
move
can
on.
Teleport.
No. Hell no. No.
Have you watched The Invisible City on Netflix?
I don't have Netflix.
Okay, someone in my
Or
chat was
streaming.
suggesting it. It reminds me of
I
the
can't
enemy-
do horror.
They did say that the Dover demon was the enemy, like an enemy from Silent Hill, which is kind of cool. But we already
kinda
saddled it. We already.
Is it
settled
any
on
better that to know you could shoot it in Silent Hill?
I think they have guns.
Sometimes you have a gun in Silent Hill, not all the time.
I have a BB, but that requires close range to be effective.
Sorry, Beamsy has sent another thing. I'm terrified.
Do we have to look at the thing? Can we make him
Later,
wait?
Beamsy.
Can we make him be patient and wait?
For now, we
Haha.
spin.
Haha.
A unicorn.
So, a horse with a horn on its head,
has-
or
No.
It has to be a horse.
Let's you show them the cursed image.
What if it's another Perseidactyl?
No,
yeah,
he
that
has,
I was gonna say, or
he has something else. Yeah.
what if it's a unicorn?
Yeah.
Magdeburg unicorn. Yes.
Yeah, the horrible, the worst reconstruction known to man, or at least known to me.
Which should we rank? Because on the
'Cause that's
chart,
not
I
a
have the
unicorn.
Magdeburg unicorn.
Wait,
It
what?
is a unicorn.
Yeah, that's what you used as a picture, but that's not unicorns. That is a specific singular atrocity.
Well, you guys know they thought the okapi was a unicorn until they found it. They thought it was
The
going to have
what?
one big horn. An okapi is like a giraffe, but it's not quite. It's not quite as tall. It has a zebra pattern on its buttocks, and little horns on its head. And it has a really long
they're
tongue.
Smaller.
Yeah, they're like in between the size of like a horse and a giraffe. like somewhere in between.
Okay.
Here, how about this? We can have two. Okay?
Why?
We'll have the Magdeburg unicorn,
Oh God, no.
and then the blue one will be the like normal unicorns. Where does the Magdeburg go?
So
It is not cool.
is the Magdeburg unicorn? Is it the one from the Bible too? I believe they're the one and the same, right? We're gonna go with that as canon.
I
That one I'm
isn't
not
the one in
familiar
the
with.
Bible just a normal rhinoceros?
I don't know.
I'm not familiar with that one, so
They got left behind.
Hmm.
That's extra biblical, but yeah.
yeah.
I don't.
um,
I feel plausibility is
Bleh.
really
No.
low.
It looks-
Nothing that could serve. It's going to suffer the same issues as the map in Guari, but it's not nearly as cool.
Oh no!
What do you think? It's
Like all the way down here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you can give it -2, but that feels like mercy.
We'll be semi-merciful. Okay, now how about just unicorns? It's the same image recolored, but this
Much
is
cooler.
standing for unicorns.
Much cooler.
Really?
Are these ones magical?
Across the board.
Is it a magical unicorn or like just a horse with a horn?
That's going to change
Either
things.
way, it is cooler by far.
Well, yes, but
Yeah.
that changes the plausibility.
Okay, appearance wise, it wouldn't be that hard.
Yeah, a horse with
It
a
would be
horn is
plausible.
definitely plausible.
Yeah.
Yeah, an
It's just the
ungulate.
magical part that's less
It's
plausible.
like an ungulate with head ornamentation. I've never heard of such a thing.
Yeah, especially a Perseidactyl. What does that ever
Yeah,
happen?
I'd say it's all the way over in 5 for plausibility. Honestly.
Yeah, especially because the Perseidactyls are more likely to have inline head ornamentation than Artiodactyls. So, yeah.
Yeah. So over
2.
here,
Okay.
Kiki's saying the 2.
Because even if it's not magical, it's still a horse with horns. Imagine me riding it on Halloween. How cool that would be. That would be awesome. We could terrorize the neighborhood.
Not the mount I'd have expected for you.
Oh, we'd have a costume.
So,
Let's see.
like, with the unicorn, right? Like, there's things about unicorns, like they have magical blood and stuff like that. Like, are we?
Can.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, you could just spin it as like the blood has proteins that could be used in medicine, which
Yeah.
that's a thing.
Well, okay, so this is a spin-off someone else did because I'm a Potterhead, but they thought of it as there's 2 ways to get the unicorn blood. You take it forcefully, it's venomous or poisonous.
Hmm.
You take it, like the unicorns are supposedly intelligent. If you ask them and they give permission, it's medicinal. Then poison, like medicine, it depends on the dosage. Either too much will kill you or the proper one will help you. And that's a standard thing. And if the unicorn blood has the same kind of properties, it's really just a matter of dosage and how it's acquired.
Okay. Interesting.
Which either way is cool.
So, does this look like a good spot for it?
Yeah, I'll
pretty
I'll
much
go with
fine.
that. Yeah.
All right, we have our first more slightly positive one.
We have a little cluster of like basically real animals with some features that are like, I don't know,
Yeah, I feel we're going to wind up with a bunch more clusters like that as time goes on.
Yeah.
I don't see that as a problem.
Yeah, fair.
Right.
The
All
world
right,
shrinks.
and here we
You
go.
spin me right round, baby, right round.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeti.
we got a big one.
The abominable snowman.
The Yeti.
Now, I think the Yeti is a bear. Like, I just do. I think that people are seeing a bear when they see a Yeti.
Probably.
So bears exist, but But we're gonna go with a hominid, right?
Ooh,
We're
wait.
gonna go.
Do we want to go with a surviving Gigantopithecus?
Ooh, what about a? Ooh, what if it was a giant snub-nosed monkey though? That'd be cool.
Maybe.
Yeah, I mean, they're either way. It says that they're usually described as pretty big, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but they're not big like Bigfoot. They weren't. They weren't ever. They were about the size of an
Not quite that
orangutan.
Yeah.
Are you saying the Gigantopithecus?
No, the Yetis. Yetis were always like the early sightings and stuff. They were all until people started reporting Bigfoot in the Western world. Yetis were reported as like man-sized or chimp-sized, not gigantic.
Okay.
But there's other Gigantopithecus that are more in the range other than Gigantopithecus blackie, right?
Yeah, there's a smaller species.
There's smaller species that are more in the size range that they talk about, like within the human size range, basically. So, that a population got isolated in valleys in the Himalaya is an awesome concept.
Just a second.
But the notion that these guys lived off of bamboo has been kind of overturned too. They've done studies on their teeth, and it shows they had like a more varied diet than previously thought, but it was a lot of tough plant matter that they ate. Now, finding something similar to that to maintain such a large primate in those high valleys,
Yeah.
Mm.
Not so
Well,
good.
to be fair, I feel like a behavioral shift, and diet in primates is fairly easy to change. Like, it's very variable between species. But
they like Yeti, they say lives off like lichen and stuff, but they raid crops too, so they probably have a pretty varied diet.
Or kill yaks or mountain goats too.
Yeah.
Like if we're going with an upright walker, then maybe a surviving paranthropine or something.
Yeah, or even like a, what do you think about like a Homo erectus?
Maybe.
You think
like a living bipedal hominid. Like I don't feel like that's too out of the realm. I feel like that is pretty plausible.
It's something
honestly.
that's existed before. And actually, with the Yeti, it's a lot more plausible in the size and the habitat range than a Bigfoot, right? Because Yetis are smaller, more human sized. I think a lot, in modern times, abominable snowman, people think of them as big, but that's like more of a thing that a Bigfoot spinoff, if you will, of them being associated with each other. But yeah, I think so. As far as plausibility as for a real animal, we could definitely build a ecological system to squeeze a Yeti in. Any place where bears can live, right?
Maybe and there are bears in the Himalayas. Maybe like a 3 or a 4 then? Yeah. Like definitely possible.
Yeah.
And then how about coolness? Like another living ape species?
Yeah, well, one that's kind of
here.
Yeah. It'd be like like you mentioned, Paranthropus, or Ardipithecus, if something like that existed now, would be really cool.
Yeah.
All right. Let's
spin. Spin once again.
Oh, it was shorter.
Oh, Megalodon. So this is specifically about the Megalodon still being alive.
So are we
That too.
like the megalodon lives in what, the Marianas Trench in the book, right? In that the book that about the living megalodon that's kind of spawned this
Yeah, the
folklore.
Meg.
Yeah. But megalodon, if a megalodon had adapted to that kind of habitat, it wouldn't be a megalodon anymore, right? It would have evolved into something different, some kind of deep sea species that was descendant from a megalodon. But for the sake of fun of this, let's just say it's still a megalodon because you never outgrow your ancestry. So we talking about like a super gigantic one, like from the movies, or like a realistically sized megalodon.
I think we can just stick with the realistic whale-eating shark.
Yeah. They're still pretty big.
Yeah.
Absolutely, they're
like-
pretty big. It's an understatement. Absolutely, they're massive.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like a megalodon that survived to the modern day. Like in
You want to put it at true neutral?
well, no, I'm just setting it here for now.
Oh.
It's like
And we got to keep in mind that this scale is all based, on cryptids, so the plausibility is within the range of cryptids. So even the most plausible of them is going to be like implausible in reality. Just among the competition, they're the more plausible. And megalodon is a real animal, so we should at least acknowledge it. In that, you need to pull the grid back over so we can see that now.
yeah, and oh yeah, I probably should.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Derp.
So
But like, it ate whales. We still have whales.
Yeah.
It
We
lived
still
in
have
warm
sharks.
tropical waters. The oceans are warming.
I mean, give it at least a 1. At least a 1.
it's got a yeah.
Yeah,
1 or 2.
I feel like like a 1.5 for plausibility, and then it is a giant whale killing shark.
I
That's
find
really-
them terrifying, but at the same time, they are pretty cool.
That is cool. Megatooth sharks, and their closest relatives are makos, which are super fast. So it's like a giant.
Does up here
mako.
work?
Yeah, I like that. Sharks are fucking awesome, so it needs to be high. I'd actually bump it up a little bit to I put it up on 4 if I was doing just based on coolness of sharks, but that's a bias that I have.
Plus giant shark.
I'll go with it. I'll roll with it.
Yeah, all right.
The way
So I think it actually has about the same score as it has about the same score on average as a unicorn. So
Yeah,
that make my head hurt.
they probably share an ecology too, so they're all part of the same food web.
Button.
All right, let's go.
no.
Whoa!
Ooh.
El
Chupacabra!
Chupacabra! Oh my gosh,
You
but
get
there's two.
one of the chupacabras.
Wait,
Oh,
one.
there's one.
Why
Made
there's
them-
more than one?
because there's
So-
two different creatures that are called a chupacabra. One of them's from Puerto Rico, and one of them's from Mexico and Texas.
Yes.
Is this the goat eating one?
Yep.
Both of them are.
Oh.
Chupa means
Actually,
suck, and cabra means goat. The goat
This
sucker.
is probably a good image to show. So El Chupacabra, the goat sucker,
Yeah.
is it's an animal vampire.
My dad always described it as, it's kind of canine-like, but wrong, and it moved different. Like it could move in ways it really should not be able to move if it was a dog.
It's like a canid, but wrong.
Very
Weird.
wrong.
So there's the
Like a not deer.
a not deer. Oh goodness.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, and I feel we should keep this one separate from the Puerto Rican one. Like we can go over the lore for the Puerto Rican after.
So this one
Well, actually,
is
it is
based.
a little relevant.
This one is based on coyotes, foxes, and wolf dogs and raccoons with mange, right? That's what this is based around.
Most
sightings of
likely,
those,
yes.
Which exists, but I mean, we've seen videos of them. I've seen tons of videos of them. Honestly, I've done whole shows just of different videos of hairless raccoons and coyotes and stuff that people have filmed. And saying, "Hey, this is the chupacabra."
Oh.
The weirdest one's the maned wolf. There's a video of the maned wolf with mange. Looks so bizarre.
Ooh, really? I haven't seen
Mhm.
that. Oh yeah, and then there's the lady in Texas who has a head of something in her freezer.
That's
It's like a coyote.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Poor
Yeah.
guys. Poor
Wait,
guys.
what?
Yeah, there's like a movie
what?
with a
What?
No.
with a cute
No.
chupacabra.
Oh, that's
No,
horrific.
what watered down stuff is no. That's
it's like the water horse but with a chupacabra. Like how the water horse
Yeah,
is
no,
the Loch Ness monster.
Well, okay, now the water horse movie, I liked that. I liked it as a
Yeah.
kid.
But the goats, but the chupacabra is supposed to be like, yeah, not supposed to be cute.
they're not nice.
Yeah, it is a monster, honestly.
Mhm.
At least the cryptid
The
is.
folklore, yeah. The coyotes with the illness are pretty sad little pupper guys, but
Yeah.
poor puppers, foxes,
But-
and
But yeah, I can see why they think it looked like that. That's
Mhm.
terrifying
here-
to see.
let's not interlace that with the because we were coming up on some of the Puerto Rican chupacabra, which is
Yeah.
different.
Although
Oh,
there is one bit I feel I should bring up, and that is that the stories about the Mexican chupacabra only started after the ones in Puerto Rico.
And they migrated up into Texas and California.
Uh-huh. It went from Puerto Rico to Texas, one big Spanish-speaking area to another
Yeah,
as well.
And then in the last 10 years or so, you started seeing them in videos of them in South American, Latin American countries, Brazil.
Yeah.
mm.
And like I remember seeing a documentary talking about chupacabra a long time ago, and someone said animals don't migrate like that,
People do.
but people and languages and folklore does. Yeah.
Well, it's like
So-
it's almost a what do they call the Mexican the Mexican witch, a strega? No.
I don't remember.
I don't know.
But yeah, it's like the way that evolves and changes over the area. But yeah, we need to rank this sucker. So this one's like at least within the range of the Mongolian deathworm, but not as cool
Well,
because it's
Well, it depends because keep in mind it is still vampiric. So it's a canid that survives on blood and leaves the meat.
so it's cooler than
I
a
feel
regular
that drops it
vampire.
quite a bit. What was that?
So
I
it's
don't
still
know.
gonna
Well, Not- I don't
Yeah,
feel like
like
it's as plausible.
Subsisting on just blood, I feel, is pretty implausible.
yeah.
Like the only
Something
thing
that
bumping it
big.
up in my opinion is it being a canid because we
Mhm.
have canids.
So a large mammal that feeds on blood is
Yeah.
not something known in the. What's the biggest? What's
Mm-hmm.
the biggest? What's sanguinophagus? Is that the word I'm thinking of?
I think it is just a vampire bat, unless there's something that lives in the ocean, which there probably is.
Yeah, I mean
No, we
big
don't-
like
we-
lampreys
Like
and
a
stuff.
bat. That's small.
Yeah.
That's small.
Yeah,
But to be fair, the Mexican chupacabra isn't supposed to be that big. Like
But
it
it's
is
still
supposed to be
much
like
bigger than a
medium,
bat.
small to medium dog size.
yeah.
It is bigger than that.
It's still
Literally a
lot.
fox to coyote size.
Yeah.
So it is small, but I don't think anything. I think
Yeah.
so. Plausibility, yeah, it's about mid. I'd put it right at the 0
Mhm.
on plausibility.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Coolness.
No.
It
No.
It's
I would not go past 0.
It's not
vampire?
cool. It's not cooler than a
It's not cool.
sauropod. I'm sorry, it's just not.
No.
oh
It's really not.
yeah, that's
It's not.
That's fair. Maybe
Right
Three.
there.
maybe
Yep,
down here.
right there.
3.
Yep.
Oh dear. Sorry, Chupacabra.
Well, it's a yeah. It's not gonna be cooler than a dinosaur. I'm sorry.
No,
Canid.
definitely not.
Oh dear.
It seems
Well-
like it'd be something that could interbreed with a domestic dog. So how cool is that, really?
Not.
Ooh, a vampiric dog. A hellhound.
No, hellhound.
Let's go. Yes. Wendigo.
Oh,
Yes!
Oh shit. Here we go.
Does someone want to introduce this while I get a good picture?
So Wendigo, there's folklore around it that people stranded in the winter who didn't store enough food or whatever, and were forced to enact cannibalism to survive the winter, were cursed to become Wendigo and always crave human flesh until it drove them wild, and they went out into the forest and slowly transformed into a monstrous spirit and gaunt figure. Sometimes, yeah, depicted with a deer head.
And it just, no matter how much it eats, it will still be starving.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
And you can't just kill it. There's rituals you have to do to stop.
Oh
it.
yeah, no,
Mhm.
you're screwed if it gets on you.
Yeah.
yeah.
There's
And-
actually a famous case of this medicine man named Jack Fiddler who's specialized in banishing Wendigos, and he got charged with murder for because he killed someone he said they were a Wendigo, and he did the ritual and the person died. And
Was that, did he kill the guy on the bus? Or no, that guy thought he was possessed by a Wendigo.
yeah, this guy was
I've always heard them as more physical, but there's a
What
they
was that?
kind of toe the line.
yeah,
Yeah,
because
like-
there's variations like, oh, they have antlers or they look more human. I've always heard them of like this way,
Yeah, they're,
where they have horns and they're bigger and
what I have heard, they're a
physical.
semi-corporeal spirit. And either they can kill and eat you, or they can possess you and force you to kill and eat others.
See, the possession. I'm the only one here who hasn't heard of the possession stories. I've only heard of them going after you.
So
Or
most of the
running.
Wendigos I've ever the videos and stuff about them always show them like they look like the Rake, like gaunt and white and creeping. You all know what the Rake is?
No,
No,
but it sounds
it.
like the other description that I've heard of, that the one I'm not as familiar
Yeah.
with.
Oh, go figure. There's a lot of cool Wendigo art.
Yeah.
Well, duh.
Right. So let's. Are we ranking this based on this model here?
Well, we could, or I guess we can try to find a more quote unquote accurate image.
I don't know
actually,
what's an accurate image though.
Yeah, because
I think you're right. Like a tall, gaunt human,
Yeah, with like long.
like tall,
bony
gaunt,
fingers.
pale human with a deer head.
I've always heard of them being tall, regardless.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think that maybe this.
Yeah, something like that. So it's almost like a
I think that's a good
skinwalker, right?
in-between. They
Kinda,
are-
yes.
Yeah.
Except they don't control the transformation.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, like genuinely, I would put the coolness at a 5.
Yes.
It's just like that is a cool monster. But I feel it clusters over here with the humanoids.
Right.
Yeah.
And maybe it's probably less plausible than because of the
Is this
supernatural.
going to be a -5/5?
No. Well,
Like, is it a spirit that possesses people
Yeah, as far
to
as
cannibalize others? I feel it's less plausible than the Jersey Devil.
yeah, I think -5/5
Yeah.
is probably a good place
Yeah.
for it.
Yeah, here, look, it's twinsies with the Jersey Devil.
Yeah.
yeah, it's a cool. It's cool.
Okay.
Ready for the next one?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
Vampires.
Oh, hey, speaking of vampires.
Yeah.
Okay, so
We're gonna have to parse a lot of things that are Hollywood that are and stuff that's actually folklore, or how are we gonna do that?
yeah, do
Yeah.
we go with like modern, like Twilight vampires,
Twilight
or
vampires are not vampires.
do we
Like-
go for like
No.
16th, 17th century vampire myths?
Like from the people rising from the grave at night and coming to feed on their loved ones and then crawling back into
Yeah.
the grave during the day.
This is why I
Mhm.
wondered why you wanted to put this one in here, because this one has so many different versions of what people consider a vampire.
it's
then-
it's something fun to discuss.
And then there's the Mesoamerican Camazot vampire people, vampire bat people, or whatever. That what was that race called? I can't even remember the. It's Camazot's race. They were vampires.
I thought you were gonna say the Pillarmen from JoJo.
What? Oh no!
That they are a race of vampire contortionists.
What about like vampire spirits too, like ghosts that suck your or what about Phil? What's his name? Phil Robinson, the psychic vampire from What We Do in the Shadows. We got a lot to think about here. Let's crack this nut. Now could you pull the grid up again? So you use the Twilight
Yes.
image, I believe.
Yeah, that was more as a joke.
Yeah.
So are we going with like the, I guess, vintage vampire
Like
or
Bram
more
Stoker's.
or more modern interpretation?
I think we
So
should
Bram
go with
Stoker
the folklore
It's really
vampire.
interesting.
You want to go with Dracula?
Yeah.
Like pre-Dracula, Eastern European
Yeah, like
folklore.
medieval era vampire.
Yeah.
Which,
So
to be fair,
Dracula.
there's still variation, but like obsessed with counting, averse to garlic,
Dracula.
killed with a stake
Dracula.
through the heart.
You're describing Dracula.
You know,
Yeah, it
what
was
if
based
it was like a parasite?
That I have not heard of.
Ooh, like a parasite that caused people to crave blood.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I feel like that could definitely be a thing.
Maybe go into one of the symptoms is to go into a coma and they think they're dead, so they bury them, and then yeah,
But then they have to climb out from the grave.
yeah.
It's
Not
very
easy.
no, it's near impossible.
I think it is impossible.
I've only managed it a couple of times myself, so I mean, it's a challenge. You gotta know where to punch. You gotta watch Kill Bill.
Yeah, what? I won't get into the Mythbusters thing. Anyway,
Either way, I feel the plausibility is pretty far down.
yeah.
It's yeah.
Like,
it
unless we
definitely-
want to get really headcanon-y with science.
But I don't think vampires are nearly as cool as any of the humanoids up there. They're probably maybe slightly cooler than Mapinguari.
Maybe like a -3-1.
Yeah, that looks
Okay.
about right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Kind of middle of the road. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, hello, Beck.
Hey,
Hello, hello.
back.
All right. Well, that is the vampire. And we continue. The other chupacabra.
Yeah.
We
Less plausible,
What's
more,
the difference?
more cool than the other one.
A lot.
what do you mean a lot?
Yeah.
This one has
it's
wings.
cooler,
Does this
but
one
it's less
fly?
plausible.
Oh, it flies?
Yeah.
I was just being joking.
Nope, it has
I didn't
wings.
think it actually flew.
Yep, and glowing red
It has
eyes.
It does in a lot of interpretations, yeah.
Yeah.
So it is bipedal, has wings, has a row of spikes down the back. Trying to find
Kangaroo
a good
legs.
picture. Yep, kangaroo legs.
Oh, sorry.
Like, it is a freaky creature.
I
And I'm trying to find a good picture.
And it started. So this is the one, like, it started the whole thing with the chupacabra. 1990. I want to say 1991, but it might have been as late as 95. Anyway, people started reporting seeing this creature in their attack on their livestock and drinking their blood, and they'd find their goats laying in the field with no blood,
Yeah.
right? So that's where it got the name goat sucker, because it was sucking the blood out of all these goats, right? And as word spread about this creature, like we mentioned earlier, it spread to the mainland, and then the creature kind of transformed into the other chupacabra we mentioned. But the Puerto Rican chupacabra still stands alone as its own unique individual creature with individual features. It had glowing eyes, spiky ridges. There we go.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sometimes it has wings, or at the very least can jump really far and high.
Yeah. Look at that lamprey mouth. It's, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like I said, I used to be big into cryptids. When I was a kid, my mom bought me a Kindle. And I remember getting a lot of free chupacabra books
Oh,
on the
man.
Kindle.
Is that,
Some were okay, some were not.
so purple's just clarifying that, yeah, that's just maybe Mexican, just the Mexican vampires is the folklore I was talking about with the vampire bats. So that might be just how their vampires are, which is, yeah, basically it, yeah.
But the other thing that's neat about this chupacabra, though, is it was first reported, I believe, after a bunch of monkeys escaped from a research facility, either on Puerto Rico or a surrounding island. And 2, after some incident at a U.S. military base on Puerto Rico. So a lot of people think that it might be like a stranded alien or something.
Yeah.
Or a mutated monkey.
Uh-huh. Which,
Ooh. You get
not
the
high
Montauk
on
monster?
plausibility, but that is cool. I
You get
don't have the Montauk monster because that is just a raccoon or a dog.
I don't know that one.
It's not a secret military experiment from Montauk Island. Are you sure?
No, it is a bloated raccoon, I am pretty sure.
Yeah, it is. Montauk is interesting, though. A lot of folklore around that too. All right, let's rank this sucker. So, this is another vampire. How many vampires we had on this list so far? How many?
One.
How many sanguine
2, at
subjects?
least you can count the chupacabra, the other chupacabra. But at the same time, the whole possible alien angle, I really like that.
For the chupacabra? Well, you could do that for the Dover demon too, though.
True.
It looks a lot like a gray.
But at least they're not people don't claim the chupacabra hopped dimensions. Just it was like a stranded alien that has to survive by scrounging on blood from livestock. That's a cool story.
Well, a mutant monkey is
I've
kind
never
of
heard
a
that
cool concept too.
Yeah.
The folly of
I
man,
feel it
kind
goes
of a
with the
Godzilla.
humanoid cluster.
Yeah. Actually goes with the humanoid cluster kind of high, though. Yeah.
Maybe
Love the
here?
goat man.
Really? That cool?
It's really cool.
You're weird. No, I don't think it's cool.
Okay,
At all.
you didn't grow up with it.
So, yeah, so
No, because it would have given me nightmares.
Yes.
I like it better when it's depicted with bat wings, but yeah.
I couldn't find a good picture with that, sadly. I tried. All right. Time for the next one.
Wings too, though. It's just kind of cool.
Ooh. We're getting through these. Let's see what's next. Oh, speaking of insecty.
Okay.
I said, Mothman.
Get yourself off the ground.
Off the ground.
Everyone knows the Mothman.
How can you not know the Mothman?
The Mothman speaketh.
But so, Bree, do you know the possible real life inspiration for the Mothman, though?
Would you say real life inspiration? Do you mean the
Like-
owl?
Yep,
Yeah.
the snowy owl.
Yeah, I know the owl.
The
Yeah.
frustrated snowy owl.
Yeah.
And also that TNT area, because of the structures, is like echoey with infrasound. So the sound of your own engine driving when you're going through there makes you a little eerie. Yeah.
Yeah. No spooky
But
wookie.
like the Mothman it's interesting. It has really cool lore. Like I feel it has to be a 5 on coolness. But do we have any
Yes.
naysayers?
No,
Obviously not.
it's definitely an example of what we call mass hysteria.
Ooh, hey, wait. I just had an idea. Should Mothman oversee the rankings?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes!
We can't see the rankings.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Mothman sees all.
Yeah.
You can't see me vibing. but I
Mothman
am
is
vibing.
also interdimensional, though.
Possibly.
Hmm.
Or is he not?
What is Mothman?
Are you saying he should supervise the humanoids?
No. Put him back. Put him back. Put him where he belongs. He
There he is.
oversees.
He's the overlord.
Listen, I don't get much say in a lot of this because I don't know as much. Put him back.
If I was in the USA, wouldn't it be Meth Man? Like today it would be. Back then it wasn't.
What
No.
was that? The late 60s, 70s?
Yeah.
Oh, Acid Man.
Acid.
Yeah, all hail the Mothman. Let's see what we have next. Oh,
Bunya.
we're going over to Aussie land.
Just in time.
Is this like a
Just in
jackalope?
time, Mark Caesar.
So
No.
the bunyip is
What the?
it's usually described as like a mammalian crocodile.
Yeah.
Like it lives like a crocodile, but it lives in the water. And it snatches people when they try to swim across.
I'm not sure.
It's like Ambulance.
Oh yeah,
You're not good about
yeah. That's what the picture on the that's what the picture is on the chart. Ambulocetus.
Oh,
Yeah.
what's that one? Okay, that one's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Maybe there's no good,
That one looks like a good boy, but being bad. Bad boy. Put him down. Drop it. Drop it.
No, we don't know what that human did.
Yeah.
Still, that human's gonna have a few holes now.
But it is a neat idea though, right?
So,
Like,
what is it? It's not diprotodon. What am I thinking of? Diptrodon. The big marsupial. The giant wombat.
Diprotodon.
Diprotodon. There you go. That a lot of people speculate that that's folk memory of Diprotodon, but I don't know if Diprotodon was necessarily aquatic or would have.
I don't know personally.
We don't know much about. There's no marsupials that are really, at least no Australian marsupials that are aquatic. Some of the South American ones can go in the water, but
But at the same time, it's definitely possible, especially if we want to go with like an Ambulocetus is literally this. Like
yeah.
it is possible.
But do you think Ambulocetus? So as a species, as a creature that exists, definitely Ambulocetus is this. This is Ambulocetus. It's
Yes.
something that exists. So let's pull up the grid, so we can see where we're gonna place her.
Like I feel it has to be really high on the plausibility.
Yeah, it's right there in
Because
the
we have-
cluster with the real
Yeah.
animals, right on the far
Yeah.
end.
I'm
But as far as coolness goes,
Nah.
Maybe just over the death worm.
Is it
No.
cooler than the death worm? It doesn't have any venom, does
No.
it?
Not cooler than death worm.
No. And what's it even? Do we have?
Hmm?
What does it go after or anything? Like you haven't said any.
People.
Oh, just people.
Well, that's what the stories are like. Like
Yeah.
it is an aquatic ambush hunter.
So it drags you down under the water. Or?
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of like otters do.
Maybe like
What
right
if it-
there with the big cats.
Yeah.
What?
Mm, okay, I can live with that.
Yep.
Me.
All right. In that case, we get to spin the wheel again.
I don't think we
And
have drop
maybe-
bears.
Well, it is funny. Most of the Australian things kept up to or are coming up in the end. I stand corrected. We have the Beast of Bray Road.
What is that?
Okay, it's like a werewolf.
Yes, it is an American werewolf.
From like the upper Midwest, Minnesota, is it, or Wisconsin?
Minnesota or Wisconsin.
Oh, that's another picture.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it is a werewolf.
Hmm.
It's slow, but it eats roadkill and stuff, and it will chase you if it catches you on the side of the road changing your tire or something. Nobody knows how many people it's caught because nobody that's ever caught ever reports it. Only the people that get away.
Mm-hmm. And so a while ago, I watched Dapper Dino and Friends do a cryptid tier list, like this. And they brought up, or when they were talking about dogmen or werewolves, Dapper brought up a really cool idea for a horror scene in a movie that you could do with something like this.
What's
You
that?
going to elaborate or not?
So,
you need to tell me so
Yeah,
that
I'm
I
gonna
cannot
say
hear
it.
it. Okay, I'm just gonna.
yeah, she's gonna plug
goodbye
her
for a
ears.
moment.
She doesn't do good with horror. So, a couple, because of course it is, winding down a dark country road when they see what looks like a hurt dog laying by the side of the road. So they pull to a stop and either just stop and wait or get out and see if it's okay. And then the dog stands up and it keeps standing up. And then the scene ends as it starts charging towards the car. Like, that'd be a fun opener for a horror movie.
Right. All right.
Hey, Kiki, I'm done.
Okay, me walking away does not mean talk louder.
I didn't mean to.
Well, you did increasingly.
Sorry. And anyway, with the Beast of Bray Road, it is a wolf man, but I don't think it has the transformation aspect you get with other werewolves.
Yeah, it's a beast man.
Yeah.
It doesn't transform. It just wanders
Which-
the countryside. Having
Hunting
a
deer and people.
so as a bipedal canine, I don't think that's very plausible, but because
No.
a bipedal canine is a bear, right? I mean,
Yeah, kind of.
Eh,
Maybe cozying up here with Edward Cullen.
yeah.
And then how about coolness?
nah.
No?
Nah.
You don't like wolves?
Well,
No, I like wolves. I don't care for werewolves that are scavenging on hitchhikers.
I think if I was a werewolf, I'd scavenge on hitchhikers.
I mean, you probably would, but I'm not saying that's cool.
No, well,
It's sad.
Maybe
What if
should it be? buddies with Edward Cullen then?
Yeah, that's funny. You put the werewolf and the vampire together.
Maybe he can eat Edward, and I won't have to hear about him anymore.
Yeah, that's there's like a poetic justice to that. Although
Eat
I
the
do
Sparkle Boy.
I do have to ask Bree if it did have, well, actually both of you, if it did have the transformation element, like werewolf of folklore, would that bump it up in coolness?
That would make it a different type of werewolf.
I think it would bump it up in coolness if it was you had to kill it with silver bullets and stuff. Yeah, it would be up there with like right under.
Would it put it with
Like,
the
that would
humanoid
change a
cluster?
lot.
It would drop
I-
it down on plausibility a lot, but it
Yeah.
would.
Yeah.
But it would put it up there.
I still
with,
wouldn't find it much cooler.
like right under Wendigo. I bet. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. I think I like werewolves.
No, it'd probably be lower than Goatman. I don't know, because Goatman's kind of least.
Like, werewolves are the basic like latte to me.
More
I
basic
don't
than
care.
werewolves, or more
Yeah.
basic than vampires.
Okay, you and Bree have a different idea of vampires. I had different background on vampires besides, just the ones that you two talk about. And it is not pretty.
Oh.
Mm.
They are not cool. They are terrifying and tragic.
Oh no.
The other type.
Oh well.
We won't
We
get
ready
into
to spin?
Spin it.
Spin. The Zviomaru carcass.
Which is.
Why did you say carcass?
Because it's a.
All right, so it is a carcass.
It's a basking shark carcass.
It is a basking shark, but yeah, I'm sharing it. It is a basking shark, but we're going with the cryptid idea.
There's
Like it is
plesiosaur.
a dead plesiosaur.
So did it
Wow.
just get like stuck on something?
They
No, the-
dredged it up from long line fishing.
Oh.
Yeah, so like the shark died. Up here is where the head would be. The gill arches rot and fall away really quick, and it just leaves like the
Snoot.
cranium up here.
Yeah.
Oh.
It gives the impression of a neck with a head, and then
Yeah,
These are the
it does
flippers.
kind of look like that.
It's really
Yeah.
just
Yeah,
the
the
upper
flippers look like
the upper
flippers.
jaw with the nose bulb is all that is.
Oh.
yeah, you can see it here,
Oh.
but it doesn't stop young Earth creationists from using it.
Yeah.
In the dark, that'd be scary.
Yeah, like our good. Does Kent still say this is an actual cryptid?
Last time I saw it was at least still up on Standing for Truth's channel, a video. Or,
Why am I not surprised?
But yeah, you're on a late night shift. You pull that out. I'd be
yeah.
a little befuzzled and probably not sleep that night. That'd be a bit frightening.
Yeah, dead and decaying, quote unquote, plesiosaur.
Yeah.
No.
Uh,
No.
I
It's just a sad.
does it go down with the Michele and Mbembe?
Yeah, it has to go with living dinosaur, right? So
Is it less
plesiosaurs-
cool?
It's
Well-
it's less cool. It's sad. It's sad.
That's fair. What do you think, Bree?
Yeah, it's less cool than the sauropod, I think, because it's just it's like one thing where Mokili maybe is like a race of creatures or whatever. All right, let's
Kill him
spin
and
it.
would at least maybe have friends.
All right. Let's see what we got next. Moving Zwayamaru and on to Nessie. We're on a roll.
Yeah.
So
Another
plesiosaur
places.
and Loch Ness.
Like Nessie.
So
Now,
I like the idea of
Okay.
the Loch Ness monster as a giant annelid or leech. I think that's a fun
It's
idea,
interesting.
which would put it right there with the Mongolian death worm, but less cool because it doesn't have venom. But as a plesiosaur, I'd put it right down there with the
Maybe opposite of Zwayamaru.
yeah, because it's got like fan power, right? Like it's got some some cool factor
Big
from
fins.
being the Loch Ness monster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like most of the.
Actually, I'd even say
feel-
bump it up next to the Mapplengwari at least,
Yeah.
because it's
Yeah.
the Loch Ness
Yeah, I
monster.
like Nessie.
That's fair. Like I like the annelid idea, but I feel that's a lot less known than just the
Yeah.
plesiosaur angle.
Yeah.
Like, hun, do you know what an annelid is?
No. Honey, I am nowhere near your even half level of science. Okay, any science I took and passed
I know,
as far as
it-
testing is gone out the window.
It's just it was fun the way you said it. No. You sounded like a guilty kid.
Do you have any idea how freaking nerdy my parents are?
It
I am like a disappointment in the field of science to them.
it's a
Aw.
worm, honey. It's a worm. But hey, you're learning
Don't
science
t-
now, so you can
don't
call people
tease
stupid on the
her.
internet.
Come on.
Oh no,
She's
no,
allowed-
please! My parents did enough damage already. It's
she's
fine.
she's wanting to. Yeah, she's allowed to not know without with yeah. Come on.
No, it's fine. But she is learning science now
He's
to call
correcting
people
me.
stupid on the internet, and I'm happy.
I'm preparing something to decimate something he listened to a while back. He's not allowed to peek.
Whatever, I'm rolling. Oh, hey, back to Australia.
Yowie.
We got the
Okay.
Yowie.
What is this?
The Yowie is the Australian Bigfoot.
Oh,
Yeah.
is there anything different about it?
It is the Australian Bigfoot.
He
That's
has.
so
he-
helpful to repeat the
has
same
kinda-
thing.
He has kind of tusk, I guess. That's one thing. Generally, he has like walrus
Yeah,
tusks.
It's
Okay.
a saber-tooth Bigfoot.
Saber-toothed Bigfoot of the outback.
Okay.
Kind of reminds
Why
me
was
of
this
a
included?
wampa.
Because it's fun.
We had Yeti, and did you have Sasquatch on there or something? Or
Yeah.
Bigfoot? Well, then why did we have Yowie?
Oh,
Because they're all
one, I think
different.
wild men are like
Yeah.
I think wild men are cool, and also
You just wanted to include all the cousins, didn't you?
maybe
Yeah.
I just want to pander to my Australian audience. I don't know.
So let's give this
What, to Beamsy?
let's give this the realistic lens, okay? So a Yowie, as far as compared to a Yeti, which is it lives in which a Yeti would be in the Eurasian landmass, so where actual hominids did live. Yowies are in Australia where there were no hominids, so that kind of gives it less plausibility, I think.
So, well, to be fair, there were multiple ice ages over the
To be
last
fair.
2.5 million years. So there would have been land bridges at some points during the previous ice ages that it could have crossed over using. That's one of the main hypotheses for Homo floresiensis getting to Flores, I'm pretty sure.
Right? Yeah.
Like just getting over through a low stage.
getting to Australia.
Well,
What would be Australia? you mean?
it's not much
Yeah,
farther.
crossing the Wallace line.
Mm.
Can you name any other large mammals that cross the Wallace line?
I mean, humans, but I guess humans have boats.
Yeah. This thing, as far as plausibility compared to a Yeti, it has to at least be less plausible than a Yeti.
Maybe like
Fair?
right here? Like right there?
Yeah, we're gonna end up with a cluster of primates there too, huh?
Maybe. But I guess we can see what happens next.
Omoa.
And we're staying in that area.
Yeah. Yeah, we're headed south from Australia, more in upside down land, where the living moa is much more plausible than most anything on this list.
Yeah, I mean, like a living elephant bird, especially one of the smaller species.
It honestly just looks like a different emu, different ostrich.
That's because they belong to the same group.
Yeah. just bigger ones. There was a giant, the elephant bird lived in Madagascar that was the heaviest bird. And then there was the emu, or not the emu, the moa that lived in New Zealand that was the tallest bird. But yeah.
Mm.
And
And yeah, that feels plausible.
Yeah, like we just find some that were like living in a valley somewhere.
you know, yep, they're not hurting anything, just like living off the grid, and
Yeah.
they're
Eating fruits.
Woo. Tweet, tweet.
So, I mean, I feel like, are they like over here again?
I don't think they're that cool, though.
Maybe down here then?
Yeah,
On,
let's
on
put
the
them right.
level of cryptids, they are not that cool in comparison.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's
me
just a bird. It is a big fluffy bird, but it's just a bird.
yeah. I'd like to boop it.
Yeah.
I-
Would they be big enough to ride?
I think the bigger species, yes.
Cool.
It's like people ride ostriches, and these are bigger than ostriches.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I wonder if they'd be slow though. Ooh, you could domesticate them.
Yeah.
Remember when we talked the other night about
The spiky baby.
Yes, pulling the wagon.
Spiky baby.
Yeah, have it pull a wagon. Yeah, I could see that for sure.
And depending on the type of feathers, I could. It's feathers, right? They would
Yeah.
okay. Depending on types of feathers, that could be used for stuff.
True.
Because it's big enough, it would molt a lot. You'd have a harvest.
It'd be
Oh,
so
for now.
fluffy.
Oh yeah.
Watch us get like the last Australia nearby thing. Nope.
We're going to outer space instead. We're getting
Yep,
abducted.
the gray aliens,
Oh, the little
So-
gray men.
which
So
are
sleep
basically
paralysis.
Wait, what?
sleep paralysis demons.
Yeah. Like the
I haven't heard of them being sleep paralysis
I-
demons. They're just, the little gray men in Area 51 or
Well, these are the ones that abduct people that like abductees report because they have sleep paralysis and see this.
and take the cows.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, they kill cows.
Even the nice
Yeah.
cows.
Yeah. How do we feel about the Greys?
Not plausible.
No,
No.
you don't think they're aliens?
Like that?
I don't think there's gray
That's fair.
aliens.
No.
Hmm.
Not based off of these descriptions. No.
How about on
yeah.
coolness?
Meh.
They're
Meh.
right there with vampires and werewolves as in Nessie as being popular folklore. Yeah, for me anyway.
Yeah, that's fair. I guess we only have
We got
5
two
left?
two hominids still on the list.
Eh.
well, I'd say 2.5.
Yeah. Literally, when you talk about the Fresno Nightcrawler.
Oh, hey, Orang Pendek.
This is going to be easy to rank though, because it goes right there with the
Isn't that
Yowie,
just
right?
a monkey
I don't know. Like,
or an ape?
so the Orang Pendek is
An ape?
like a smaller bipedal hominid
Mhm.
said to be in, is it Indonesia?
Yeah, well, there's
there's forests.
different versions of it in different places in Southeast Asia too. Vietnam, they call it a rock ape, and they're all
Oh.
the same kind of sighting.
Is this like the moa?
Yeah, now hear me out. Yes, it is another bipedal ape, but it lives in a jungle and it's much smaller.
Yeah,
So
and
it'd be
it's-
much easier to hide.
and there's
Especially
other
from like a
apes-
distance, you'd probably just think it was an orangutan.
Yeah. And there's other apes that live in the area. Yeah.
Yeah.
Somewhat plausible then.
Yeah. We need to see the grid.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, sorry, I was just showing Orang Pendek pictures, but yeah, I used an orangutan.
times.
Mm-hmm.
I feel it's more plausible than both the Yeti and the Yowie. How do we
Because
feel
of-
on coolness?
Not.
It's a hobbit though. Hobbits
Eh.
are cool. I would put it like up. At
This
least
is
in the-
not. It's not a full blown hobbit. That's not as cool.
Yeah, it's like a primal hobbit. Primal hobbits.
Eh,
It's a cave hobbit.
Do you don't think it's cool? You all don't think it's cooler than the Yeti?
no,
I
no.
I feel it's a little less cool than the Yeti, but I feel it's more plausible than the Yeti and the
Yowie.
Yowie.
Possible, yes, just not cool.
So how about right here, cozying up with the Mongolian deathworm?
Yeah, it's just
yeah.
eat it.
It's gonna get eaten by the death worm. All right.
Oh, and first, hello, Mark. Nice to see you awake. And yeah, we're ranking on both coolness and plausibility.
Mm-hmm.
Mark forgot how to read. He said it himself. And then there were 4.
Very. Just the colors.
Oh, and we're into the other 8 man.
Mm-hmm.
Sasquatch. Boy.
Whoa.
What?
Same thing, basically.
Okay.
Yeah, but
let's-
Bigfoot. And Bree, do you remember the name of that Patterson gimp?
yeah. Bigfoot is way cooler than the rest of the 8 men. So it's on the coolness scale. I'm ranking Bigfoot higher, like at least as high as the unicorn.
What makes him cooler than the
Yeah,
others?
I just want to show the footage. We have a video of it.
That's clearly photoshopped.
Well, this is stabilized.
Let me
This
s-
isn't what the original looks like. It's stabilized, so it's
Yeah,
less
the
jerky.
original is really shaky.
Well, what's with the circle around it?
It's the stabilization.
Oh,
We have a video, and there's so many stories surrounding it, from basically like the 1800s to now.
Yeah. I just like
Like-
there's I like the folklore around Bigfoot a lot. It's ingrained in my childhood, so that's why it's so much cooler than the rest of them to me. But yeah, I would put it at least as far as plausibility, it's down is as unplausible as the Yowie at least, but when it comes to cool
Hey.
factor, it's cooler.
Hear
That's
me
all right.
out. Here.
Is that Megalodon above it?
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes, that sounds right. That feels right.
All right. So yeah, like slightly less plausible than a giant shark.
Down to the 3.
Then there were 3. Watch the last one be the Fresno Nightcrawler. Holy cow, it might actually be the last one.
Thylacine.
So this is for living thylacines.
Probably.
Or for those who don't know, the Tasmanian wolf.
You know how when I said the Moa was probably the most plausible on here? Actually, I'm going to say this is probably the most plausible on here because they lived fairly recently, up into the 20th century, the mid-20th century, with certain evidence that they lived up into the 70s, but the last one that died in captivity was in the 1930s.
Yeah, like I feel they could still be out there. So I feel it is probably one of, if not the most plausible ones.
Mm-hmm.
Also, like, little fun fact, this drawing of how far they could stretch their jaws, yeah, that's accurate.
That's creepy.
Their jaws could open wide.
There's some old videos of them that's really cool, like because there's no animal like this anymore, and we got these videos of him in the zoo. It's kind of here.
They were like the last major marsupial predator, I'm pretty sure.
Mm-hmm. Look at that neat face.
This is so thick.
Like it,
Holy buckets.
Oh,
like it looks like a wolf, but it isn't.
I like his little ears.
It's a beautiful case of convergent evolution, and they're pretty.
It's got a stripy bottom too.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder.
Like I want them to still be out there. I really
me
do.
too. Or at least bring them back with science. You know what they kind of remind me of? Fusa.
Fossa?
Yeah, from Madagascar.
Yeah, kinda. Just like the semi-uncanny valley of, hey, this looks like something I know, but it's not.
Right. It's a little something just a little bit off. Oh, it scratches just like a pupper's. Did you see that?
I did not. I was looking for a video of a fossa.
Oh. Scratch.
It was a little farther back.
Here he goes.
Aww.
Such a good boy.
Yeah.
Now I'm just sad.
Like, what? Why didn't farmers try to tame these? Like, seriously.
Yeah.
Like, you'd think they would.
That's my idea. Let's
No.
do that.
Well, like, what?
Yeah, they wouldn't.
And for anyone who doesn't know what a fossa is, it is a carnivoran that is neither a canid or a what are cats?
It is a felid.
One.
Felids. Is it a felid?
Yeah, it's closer related to mongooses though.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
a more.
Like
It's like a giant
genets and
mongoose, isn't it?
civets. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Lemur doggy.
Lemur cat. Well, except they
And-
eat lemurs.
They look so much like a jaguarundi. It's not even funny.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh, I want to scruffle behind these ears. Wonder if he'd
They
like to
really do.
that.
Jaguarundis are from South America, right?
Yeah, they're the only other member of the puma family with or the puma genus with mountain lions.
Really?
Mountain lions.
So they-
Uh-huh.
They kind of look the same, except the
Wait,
faces.
Are mountain lions not in Panthera?
Mountain lions aren't even. Yeah, they're
No.
they're the biggest. They're the biggest felines.
Oh, it is puma. Huh.
Yeah. And then pantherines are in a separate group. Panthera, you got tigers, lions,
Bears, oh my.
snow leopards, leopards, jaguars, and that's all you have surviving in that clade.
Oh yeah, and
Subfamily.
sorry, just going through Google really quick.
Mhm.
Yeah, cheetahs aren't in Panthera either. I thought that was like almost all big cats. Huh.
Nope. Clouded leopards aren't either.
Looks like just
Neophilis.
leopards aren't.
Leopards are. Leopards
Or-
aren't panthers.
I-
Leopards and snow leopards are. Clouded leopards aren't though.
Huh.
But yeah, these guys are with mountain lions, with cougars, pumas, whatever you want to call them. They kind of look like mini pumas.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Wikipedia just reminded me of something. Bree, did you know that America used to have cheetahs?
Mm-hmm. Melionics. Trying to remember the name. You still get papers on it. I sent to my email. So I was
Miracinonyx, looks like.
Miracinonyx, yeah. There's that.
Yeah.
They were
And
reason they think that pronghorns are so fast.
yeah, I think that is the currently accepted hypothesis. Yeah.
Yep.
They outran their predators into extinction.
How did we end up talking about this from thylacine though? Holy crap.
I don't know.
Yeah.
We're talking about the similarities in
predators.
Very
universe.
plausible. Is it cool below unicorn or above unicorn?
I love thylacine. I think they're the coolest. So
I think they're cute. Put it above.
Yep. All right. Thylacine currently has the highest score, but will it keep it? It's down to the final two. The
Yeah.
Nandy Bear versus the Fresno Nightcrawler. Oh, I thought it was going to be last.
Oh yeah.
So,
Well, I can't
if
see.
you don't know what the Fresno Nightcrawler is, I wouldn't blame you.
Yeah, he keeps forgetting to click on his tabs.
It's okay. There's only
Oh,
there's only
wow.
2 left now, so
Yeah, sorry.
yeah.
But the Fresno Nightcrawler.
I have never heard of this. What the hell is
So
this?
it's a
Let me
pair
see
of
if I can
sentient-
find the video.
sentient pants.
Seriously?
Yes.
It's pants.
Yes.
It's a pair of pants.
They're alive though. You gonna show her the video? Oh,
Yep,
there you
I'm
go.
showing the video.
There you go.
They're living pants. They're walking.
Beware the walking pants.
What are they gonna do?
They're gonna.
They're going to
Burn my
walk.
closet?
They're amazing.
Yeah. Incredible.
This is ridiculous.
This is number 1. This is the most plausible one on the whole list.
Think so?
Yeah. Sentient pants. This seems like, to me, I always thought it seemed like someone had these on a clothesline, just pulling it along. Really. But,
It would like the legs move though.
yeah.
And I think the actual footage is better quality than this, but I can't find it.
So
And yeah, the icon is a pair of pants. It was there the whole time.
These are is for real, like honestly, about the plausibility. No, they're not real plausible. But
No, they're not up here.
no, put it all the way back. Back.
Oh, you don't like the Fresno
They're
Nightcrawler?
not plausible. It's a pair of freaking pants. They're probably just starched to hell or frozen and then flopping in the wind.
we'll have to remember the guy named Doc Dino ranked living pants as cooler than a living dinosaur. We're just gonna have to keep that in mind.
Yeah.
Is it a two, Bree? Can it be a two?
You want the 2 living
No.
living pants?
No.
Yeah, it's a pair of pants. It has to be 2.
No.
One for each leg.
One of the videos even has a pair of pants. That's 2 twos. That's a
No.
4.
No.
Maya said it's not in focus, so you know it must be true. Living pants. I think we should make a
The
whole
last one, I wonder what it could be.
the Nandy Bear. Now the Nandy Bear is also,
Yes.
I mean, because there was a bear that lived in Africa, the Atlas bear.
Yep, it is a bear from Africa.
That's it.
Yes.
It's just a big bear.
Look, I didn't think it was going to be the last one.
Oh.
It's a bear, maybe a baboon, a bear-boon, a hyena, a bear-boon hyena, hyena bear-boon.
But yeah, it is a bear in Africa.
That's the whole story.
That is the Nandy Bear, yes.
It could be a giant hyena.
True.
Eh, it's a chunky hyena.
Could be a calicotherium.
Wait, brain eating? Is it supposed to have eaten brains?
I don't know. Someone says it's a calicotherium.
Ooh.
Look how thick they made it with its big thick ass.
So the local, according to Wikipedia,
Mm-hmm.
local legend says it scalped people.
And had long
Right.
feet.
So
Yeah.
it's a scalping bear.
That's terrifying.
that is sometimes drawn as a
Didn't
Big
it supposed to
hyena.
have spots though, be spotted?
Wikipedia just said reddish.
Well, if it's more like a hyena, then the spots would make sense. But
Yeah. So
no,
I mean, that's pretty plausible. Should we put it down here just so we have something in that corner?
Well, we never ended up with anything in the top corner. The Navy bear is definitely plausible, but yeah, as far as it's just a bear.
no,
right?
put that back. Put it back.
There we go.
No,
Final list.
no,
Screenshot.
no. Give me the mouse. Give me. Banishing you back to where it
Is a
belongs.
Moa cooler than a Navy bear?
Yeah, I'd say so.
I mean, we'll bump it up here for mercy. But that's it.
It's a bear.
Yep.
It's gotta be cute, right?
If it was a bear, yes, bear, not weird hyena bear.
Fine.
Oh, what an adorable.
So this is our
Navy bear.
final ranking, I guess. Or is there anything we want to move around? Like anything we feel got a raw deal or got it too good?
Mm,
The werewolves are not cool.
Werewolves are cool.
They are not cool.
I like werewolves.
You're outvoted, honey.
Well, I think the map in Guari is a little high ranked for my taste, but
You think so?
Yeah, it's not that cool. It's just
Yeah.
weird. It's
Maybe
weird.
with the Magdeburg.
yeah, that's kind of it is a weird amalgamation of parts like that, you know.
Mark says you have werewolf-related trauma.
Yeah.
You need to see
I
a
don't-
therapist, honey.
Oh, I need to see a therapist, but not for that. I
You
just
know,
think really boring. It's so freaking cliche.
You know, I've been meaning to see a therapist about my cryptid obsession, but I just don't know when to go.
Can you feel my judgment, Bree?
Mm-hmm.
Can you feel it through the mic?
Oh.
Yeah, sip your tea, honey. Sip your tea.
Does it hurt having a taste of what it's like to live with you?
You wouldn't sleep on the floor?
I don't know. Bach would probably snuggle me.
Come on, that was the
Because you're a
best pun
feminist.
of the night, hands
Oh
down.
my god.
Yeah, I'm not gonna deny it.
Wow. I don't do puns at all. I rarely do puns. How is that accurate? Fine, no coffee for you tomorrow.
Somebody needs to clip that
Yeah.
for me so I can share it.
That whole bit.
No.
Yes, please.
No.
I will share it on my channel.
No, you will not.
I will.
I know the password to your computer.
Not to my channel.
Frick. Damn it.
I can upload it on my phone.
No, please. No. Of all the freaking things to have me stuck on the internet. Why? Why would you do that?
This would be funny.
No.
Well,
Hey, can
at any rate-
I
Huh? Yep.
yeah, can we do some honorable
ahead.
mentions?
Sure. What would you
guess.
like to mention honorably?
Because just there wasn't enough reptiles on here, like genuine reptiles. So what
That's
if we
fair.
add the giant anaconda on here and
Oh, the giant snake.
Ooh, like a
Mhm.
titanoboa?
mm-hmm.
Here, since it's a reptile, it can have a son.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense. That sounds right. Feels right.
I mean, like, are we saying it's in the Amazon?
Yeah, like a living anaconda in the Amazon, which is really
I'd say
cool.
about as possible as the Yeti, but I'd say that'd be cooler
Yeah,
personally.
I like giant snakes. I think they're cool.
That
So
would be
maybe,
cool. I'll be
so maybe
a
since I did
terrifying.
that, because that was my honorable mention, you guys could insert your own honorable mentions, and then we'll wrap it up.
You have any, hun? I kind of made the list, so
Yeah, is there anything that you think we missed, Kiki?
You didn't put the knot deer.
the not to.
Oh, the knot deer. Yeah.
Do you not know the knot deer?
Is that like a hentai thing?
No.
No! What
it's
is
like-
wrong with you, boy?
it's part of like Skinwalker lore. They're really they act really bizarre and
So you're going down or you're walking in the woods when you shouldn't be, and you see something that you're pretty sure it's a deer, but then the longer you look at it, you realize it is not a deer. And you need to get your ass out of there, or you can go bye-bye.
Ooh, that's a cool picture.
Although I have not heard it described with fangs. Yeah, and some people say it stands up or is really tall.
So a skinwalker.
yeah,
Basically?
sort of like they
But
look
it
like
doesn't. This one doesn't shapeshift.
it
as
just
much.
looks like a
It's
deer
more
though
just-
until
It's
it,
wrong.
it has like its eyes are wrong, its face is wrong. It
Yeah.
might be standing weird or have like weird angles to its legs.
Or can stand on its hind legs.
Yeah, has hands on its forelegs.
Hmm. Yeah, okay. That sounds kind of neat, actually.
Yeah. Probably go up towards the humanoid section. I think it's actually one of the cooler ones though, because it's
They're
definitely
also
one of the more
scary.
modern ones because they came from like trail cams and stuff, right? And
Maybe like a lightning bolt because it's like
Yeah.
antlers.
yeah, there you go.
Maybe right in there. Although, actually, I could see that being more plausible. Like a freakish cervid.
Yeah.
Oh, I did suggest jackalope, Mark, but I either forgot or turned it down. I don't remember.
I forgot. Do we want to do a jackalope?
Yeah, we can have the
Jackalope's
jackalope.
Here, this looks like a pair of antlers, kinda, if you squint.
Yeah, my astigmatism ain't that strong.
I mean, like, so pretty sure jackalopes are based on rabbits with that weird kind of cancer, right?
Yeah, with
and
the
a
growth.
taxidermy.
Yeah.
thing.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah. Then people doing the.
Big giant
That's what-
bunny with antlers.
I feel
That's
that's
kinda
another
what-
5 right away because those exist.
Well, and there's been there was a rodent that had horns or antlers, wasn't there?
I don't know. I've never heard of one.
What was it? The antlered. Yeah, hold on. Give me just
Is it a
sec.
mouse, maybe? Or a squirrel?
Antlered rodent, horned gopher. Yeah, the
Horned gopher.
Yeah, horned gopher.
Oh,
Extinct rodents from the genus Ceratogallus, a member of extinct fossorial rodent clades in the Mylagolidae. Ceratogallus is the only known rodent in the genus with horns and is the smallest known horned mammal. Ceratogallus lived in the late Miocene to the early Pliocene epoch.
Wait, sorry, I have to call this out. Its species name is rhinoceros.
Yeah, Ceratogallus. Yeah.
Behold the smallest rhinoceros.
Oh, that's so cute. Oh my gosh.
Huh. Yeah, I feel definitely plausible then. Where do we feel on coolness then?
I think they're cool because it's bunnies. Bunnies are cute.
Yeah, they're cute.
I like bunnies.
Bunnies are a win.
Does it
and-
snuggle with the death worm?
No, it snuggles with the unicorn. Because it can ride the unicorn.
Snug with the unicorn?
Yeah.
All right. Anything else?
Yeah, I was going to say with the thylacine, but unicorn, I'm cool with that. Anything else we've missed?
Not that I can think of. But I think that would shake out to the thylacine being the highest ranking cryptid.
Yes, which they're adorable, so that's good.
Yes, this
Yeah.
is fine.
Followed by a unicorn. And what was this?
Giant
Jackalope,
anaconda.
No, the sun. Oh yeah, Titanoboa.
Yeah. big snake.
All right. Are we comfortable with this?
Yep, this is the final.
Mothman does see all.
Mm-hmm. Mothman's a 6 on a scale of 5 in coolness. Did you see that?
Yes, actually is. And Jackalope. Just adding the last few.
Hmm.
All right. With that,
Oh my gosh, I just realized something. We didn't have living pterosaurs on here, but they would be right there with the living dinosaur, with the rest of the living dinosaurs, so it's kind of moot, but
yeah, not really worth adding them.
yeah. That's good. This is good. This is
All
the way.
right. Well then, thank you for joining, everyone. Bree, you have anything coming up soon on your channel?
Yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow for Live from the Hive. We're talking about the Miami Mall aliens in the videos related to that, and some of the reports, and then we got some more bad anthropology because I enjoyed doing bad anthropology last time. We're gonna do it again.
Ooh.
So yeah, and
Yeah.
also, I think there's something else coming up this week, and now I can't think of what it is. And I'm still trying to get things together for the debate channel. So yeah, if you're interested and you have dates that you're available that you'd like to on the upcoming Fridays, because that's when we're doing the show, let me know and we can try to get something sorted out. But yeah, that's what I got.
You know, I'm free every Friday after about 1 p.m. and every weekend.
Yeah. Yeah, I like doing stuff like this.
Except
too.
when I have to pick Kiki up from work.
Yeah,
Yep.
I hate snow.
Oh, actually, speaking of Kiki,
What?
Kiki will be joining me for Monday's show. We have something fun
Oh, yeah.
planned. We are thinking of going through Creationists' online stores. I will be judging their products, and she will be judging their website design.
Oh, I'll be judging the products with you, but I'm saying I will scrutinize them for the website design. I will destroy them.
You got to go look at, like, Kent Hovind's got his timeline thing, his Daniel's prophecy timeline. It's batshit crazy.
I'm sorry, a prophecy timeline?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the Hovind prophecies. Oh yeah, we'll talk about this off camera. I don't want to give any spoilers. But
Okay.
because if you don't know about it, it sounds like something we should look at together.
Well, trust me, he's told me a lot, but there's a lot to unpack there, to be
Yes.
fair.
She doesn't
Right.
know the true depths of Hovind.
I've
She
seen
just
some of
knows
the
enough to
I've seen
despise
some
him.
of the pictures of that awful so-called park. Oh my
Dinosaur
god.
Adventureland.
Ugh.
Dow.
Yeah.
What?
Dow.
Now?
DAL.
Dow.
Oh.
Doll.
What? Like, why say Dal? Dal sounds so much worse than DAL.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But well. I think we are good to sign off for tonight, though.
Yes.
Yeah.
Please,
I'm tired.
be
I am
kind
not
and-
done my towel.
Be kind and
Yeah.
take care, my beauties and bees. We'll see you next time.
Yes. If you're on my channel, go leave a like on Bree's upload. And if you're on Bree's, please do follow me. And
Yeah.
we'll see you for our future shows. Adios, folks. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Sorry, did you want to get immersed in our world? Yeah, well, guess what? Fucking pronouns! I love nothing more than to be dragged down to every fucking conceivable opportunity so you can fucking current day us! Current fucking day! Fuck off! We can't see past our own fucking reflection! That's the level of our narcissism here! It says so twat waffle! That's all you fucking are! Twat waffle! Fuck off! Fucking gender ambiguity! Fucking current day Californian shit! fuck you're immersed